Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Raw Cloud. Today, I just wanted to share this information with you. And it goes into pretty much everything that I've been talking about leading up to this point for about 8 months ago, where, most of the real white hats out there, not these guys that are pretending to have white hat information and still following this dictatorship. Um, that they're not with us legitimate white hats. They have no clue. They have no idea of really what's going on, and they have become like YouTubers. Um, most of these guys that are putting out white hat information, it's not legit. So this article, that I'm showing you guys is how the white hats have been now for quite some time. We've been stepping back from this particular dictatorship because we see how infiltrated this guy has become. And like I said, there's many of them out there, just like there was Joe Biden. There are many of them out there. And we know, like I was telling you guys some time ago, that, Dark Fleet is in the White House, but they are not going to win. They will be defeated, just like Hitler was defeated. I told you guys a while ago, about 9 months ago, that Dark Fleet is in the White House. And that was before Elon Musk, did the Hitler salute. I was doing these time jumps and telling you guys that these Atlanteans, these particular Luciferians, had an agenda for humanity. And this was before they started ICE, which is a part of Atlantis, Antarctica, those particular Aryans down there, those Nazi daughters. And with the whole Galactic Federation have been infiltrated by these particular ones that pretend to be Pleiadians and they're not Pleiadians. So when I was leaving you guys links and showing you how all of this stuff was, coming about, it took people some time to catch up with my information because we time travel. We go into the future, we see things, and then we report back. So a lot of these guys, they're not going to have what we already have as Navy Alliance assets. We are like the original super soldiers, the time travelers. Uh, like I said, we've been a part of the Montauk projects and the jump chairs and how they were looking for specific people that had the light codes to jump without the chair. And this is what we've been doing. We go into the future and we see how things are laid out, and then we report back to the white hat military. But, you know, we can be infiltrated as well. Just like if you really think about it, the human race and good white hats can be infiltrated. So the ones that are really loyal, like myself, we bring you information that you cannot see. It takes time for you to see the information. But everything that I've already said before you saw it, you now are seeing it. So that's why I wanted to share this article with you because it's true. It is legit. And this is what I've been waiting for you guys to catch up on. Um, I would never turn my back on you. I will always give you nothing but the truth. It just takes time because, like I said, we time travel. We go into these timelines. We pass messages. We we're doing a lot from behind the scenes that you guys can't see. But just be careful of these other guys that are on YouTube. They're very well spoken. They're talking about, um, this particular dictator right now as being, he was a good guy. He is not a good guy now. And I told you, he's not going to look weak in front of his Luciferian bloodline. Uh, in the beginning, he was there helping the white hats. And I knew that this was going to happen. I told you guys, he has free will. He can choose what side he want to play for. So, but nevertheless, it's all been planned out from source for us to move away from this government structure. Like I've been saying this since the beginning, it does not serve the human collective. It never did. It is their game. The reptilians and the fallen angelic human line, it is their game to create a pyramid structure that governs over the human population. They know that we have free will and we can manifest. They can't manifest the way that we can. So they needed a structure where it creates an illusion for us to want to bring them in and then have this dictatorship over us. So when we vote, we're giving consent for them to do whatever the hell they want, while really giving us nothing in return. So, but this is the path that we should be on to free us so that we finally get it, that it doesn't matter whether you're Democrat or Republican, they're both two hands controlled by one brain. The brain is the archons are at the top of this structure. Okay, while you have one hand is the blue, and that is the Draco, copper-based blood, and the red is the fallen angelic human line. That is the Aryan, Nazi, Nordic, stolen Pleiadian genetics, and that is, like I said, if you cut them, they're gonna bleed red. So that is the representation of red and blue, Democrats and Republican. It's just two serpent lines. The angelic fallen, which is the Dracos, and the human angelic fallen line, which is the Republicans. So once you understand how that is, it was always going to be created to keep us fighting amongst ourselves, because it feed the archons. That particular energy, that frequency, it keeps us not rising, not ascending, and it keeps us in this false inverted matrix system. But anyway, I want to thank everyone here that prayed over my sister. She is getting better. Probably sometime next week, I'll go into full detail of actually what happened with that psychic attack that she went through. I'll go on camera where you can see me, and I'll speak more in depth on what happened with that psychic attack that almost pretty much killed her. She went through some mild, it's like a mild possession that she went through. But I'll get into what happened with that later. Anyway, I'm going to be releasing episode 1 and 2 of Timeline Jump. So guys, stick around and enjoy. Love you. I honor you. I respect you. Have a good day.